kids movies can be pretty weird. Or there's a popular way to use in titles, cursed. And I thought today we'd have a look at what is the weirdest, what's the worst. What is the worst ever, least badly reviewed kids movie of all time? Because there's got to be one that's more weird, more strange, and more, why is that made, than, I don't know. You can say anything and it'll be a kids movie. A dancing pig going to the circus. Wait, isn't that Charlotte's Web? I don't know, but Charlotte's Web is something to do with a dancing pig. I think it is. Probably dances, it's a pig. Calls it a magical pig. Every pig's magical in kids films. And yeah, so welcome to the world's worst kids movie review. Not review, because I'm not sitting through that. Welcome to the worst movie talk rundown. Hi, I'm Emily, I'm on to video. Today I'm going on IMDB, big movie review information website, and what we're going to be looking is the worst reviewed kids movie. Now, when I look for the worst, the order, it's like the films aren't in order of like reviewed. So, for example, the one at the top has say a 4-star rating, but there's one with a 1.9. It's confusing, I know. The worst reviewed one is actually a sequel to, I think it's called like Attack Baby or something to do with Spy Baby, like the Boss Baby, but live action. I think that it looks like a live action Boss Baby, which automatically is like, oh no, yep. But at the top of the list is actually a Barney the Dinosaur film, which is not actually the one with the least amount of views. The one with the least amount of views, apart from the baby one, is the Fred movies. All the Fred movies, all are 2 stars, which is not surprising. Because that is just some, I don't know, some 17-year-old running around going, especially in the first one. I've never watched them. I've saw a video about them, and I'm glad I've never watched them. So yeah, let's look down the list and see what are the worst reviewed kids movies of all time. Right, so I said we were going over to the list of films, but it turns out, first time I tried that, recorded without audio. Second time, it recorded really weird. So here we are on Full Face Come Emily saying what she remembers. Here we go. So, what the most shocking on the list was Pirates the Aardman Animations film, which is like, why? Because stop motion animation is very impressive and I like stop motion. Another one on the list, I remember there was Barbies, there was Bratz, and not surprised there was Bratz because Bratz is very odd. The worst one was called Super Babies Baby Genius, I think it was, which looked like the Boss Baby. So automatically it's like, oh no. Yeah, we're just putting that in perspective of it looks like the Boss movie, but live action. And also they had the original, but the first one for Superhero Baby, Super Spy Baby, something to do with weird mutant baby kids, was the worst at 1.9. But at the top of the list, but that was number 12, but at the top of the list at number 1, so number 1 on the worst reviewed list, which didn't have the worst review rating, the dinosaur, one of the Barney dinosaur films. You know that weird dinosaur guy that walks around and goes, "Hello kids, I'm Barney." I didn't even know what he sounds like, I'm just guessing it's something very high pitched and very creepy. There was also an Elmo film, which, you know, Elmo, that weird little bird thing. And then there's a video of that guy who pretends to be possessed by him and goes, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, Elmo's World. I love that video, it was so funny. So I just wanted an excuse to talk about a funny video that I found funny of a guy pretending he's possessed by Elmo. I love that video. If you ever want to go, just search guy thinks he's possessed by Elmo, and you will find the greatest thing ever of some guy sitting there and he looks up and he goes, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, Elmo's World. I love that clip so much. So yeah, what else was on the film? I said there was Bratz, the list, Bratz, the Care Bears, 2 of the Care Bears films was the more, but there was 2 of them, which is like, Care Bears, cute. There was a dog that looks like it was the dog from, I think it's called Rainbow, the 80s puppet TV show, which is like, whoa, I keep falling. Every so often you see me slipping and that's me falling. Whee! So yeah, so I think it looked like a dog from Remo. If there's a dog from Remo, it looked like that dog. So I was like, that shouldn't be on the list because that's disgraceful. So that was the list. Should we have so the list is pretty weird. Also with the best fighting baby thing. Out of all the lists on IMDb, so we're talking every movie that's ever existed, that's number 2 on the worst. Number 1 on the worst movie list of all time on IMDb is a film called The Bad Movie, I think it is, or Worst Movie, which is pretty ironic. And it's basically a load of the people who done like the scary movie series, they got a load of films, put them together, parodied them. It's pretty weird, and then they just like really dragged it out. So there's this party scene where you have a load of people from different films, and then they spontaneously just like pull the set away, and you see a load of people dressed as the High School Musical cast running, going yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's just like, what? And then there's the girl from Enchanted turns up, and she just goes hello, and it's just. It makes no sense. It's very confusing. We're going to round this up with what is the Super Babies? What is it? This film that got such a bad rating. The top on worst reviewed kids movies. The second on worst of all time. So I just read the plot, which was a sentence long, and we're talking 2 and 1 word, 2 and 2 word lines, so 2 and a little bit lines. It's basically this child looks about 6. Puts a mind control hat on, and he controls babies to do superpowers. You might be like, oh, so I get it. If you're 4, you might find this fascinating. But anyone above that age might be like, this doesn't even fit into the funny bag category, and I understand the rating. And now this it does have some comedic value. So say the thought of like someone a mind control hat controlling people who are like don't know anything. That's funny. Like that has some comedic value. But just the way I've seen some of the animation work, where it's like giant dinosaurs running around, it's not at the best of CGI level. So, but you could be like, hey, some bad CGI movies are great, like funny bad films, you know, like Sharknado type stuff. Genius. Awful, funny bad is great. Bad movies that are funny are good. This doesn't even fit into that category. So that's the review of the bad films review, because no, I'm not watching them. No chance. We're just going to look at them. And yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, people, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, follow Twitter at @Emily'sVideos_ and the Twitch Emily_RO1. And I'll see you next time, people. Bye!